All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Quadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim here pushing the gospel, truth, and sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon all your houses. This is Brother Quana Wath from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp coming back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. And I'm ultimately going to play this clip, right, because I was watching the elder apostle Gabar, as well as, he was joined with the elder bishop Manatazak, and they were ultimately going in on their live, and they played a clip, right? Well, they played it a couple times. Right, I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna try to find the second half of it. Lord will, I can find it. Right, but ultimately, just IUIC going off, man. As IUIC stays going off, right, beginning with their head, right, Bishop Nathaniel, on down, man. They stay going off, man. Right, and now, they're talking about ultimately, investing, in worldly shit, man. 4K fucking camera and so on and so forth, man. Without further ado, man, I'm gonna let the video ultimately play, a little bit. And again, I'm gonna try to bounce around to see if I can find, where they play the second half, of this clip, Oh, hold on. Invest in quality equipment. You need to invest in quality microphones. Your cameras, 4K. 4K, why? Because you gotta make sure that's appealing to the eye. Oh, it's buffering? Invest in quality equipment. All right?
Hey, let me know if pause it for a minute. Bring it back when you click. I just seen the stars in the chat. Shalom to you, Apostle. Let me know if it's so
as you were hearing, right? He was, basically was one of these guys, which I couldn't see the face. I haven't seen the original clip. Which Lord will, I can find it. I'll repost, that clip, but nonetheless, right, you heard him say, right, you need to invest in quality equipment, right? Your cameras or whatever, basically your media devices, man, need to be 4K, which, and as the elder apostle, Gabar and the elder Manatazak were going in on, right? Instead of talking about investing in this world, right, you should be talking about and encouraging, your congregation, right, to be investing in this truth, man, right? As it says in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation, man, right? Not these fucking goddamn, electronics, man. Investing in this shit, man. Fuck this world, man. Really, really fuck this world at the end of the day, man. Which we're gonna grab. Hey, this world is, is only temporal. Everything we see here is temporal, man. So why invest in something? Now we understand we have to go to work, right? We have to, take care of our cars so that way we continue to go to work, right? That's ultimately a form of investment. Hey, but those that are truly in this gospel, are ready to lose that shit at any moment, man. Ready to give that shit up at any moment, man. Whereas again, IUIC, they're pushing all that, that worldly ass shit, man. Just like Sakari, right? As well as these other camps, man. Investing in the world, like, I think it was, and if I'm not mistaken, right? You can correct me if I'm wrong, right? I think it was one of the guys from, ISUPK ultimately talking about, like, well, what do we need to wait for the Most High for? What do we need to wait for the Most High? Like, come on, man. They said, and a lot of these camps have said some, fucking outlandish shit, man. But this is, and this is really just ultimately another thing that IUIC is pushing, man. Pushing to invest in these electronics and shit like that, man. Which is bullshit. But let me try to find this other clip or the second half. Maybe he plays it.
If the stream is clear, if it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's good now? Okay.
Okay, fine. Yes.
Yeah, Satan probably messing.
Satan fucking with it.
Yeah. Clear? Okay.
Go back, play
Loud and clear. Let's get a few more. Stream is good. Get one more.
You must invest in quality equipment. You need to invest in quality microphones.
You might have to pause it, brother.
Your cameras.
yeah.
So we get all that, what he said. Go back and play that again.
Okay.
Right. So let's see if we can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Must invest in quality equipment.
Now, you heard what he said? You must invest in quality equipment. Like my man from the movie, what was that, Rambo?
I'll play it on.
Continuous training.
Continuous training.
That must mean that you are always stepping in.
Instead of continual prayer, man. I'm talking about continuing training and using some goddamn equipment, man.
Isn't it more important to make sure you're breaking down the scriptures correctly?
Right.
And feeding the people the right information?
Right.
Then more concerned than your equipment, how your camera looks. Isn't that more important?
That's right.
Because you guys over there at the IUIC, every week, beginning with your leader, every week it goes off. So it's obvious.
There you have it, man. Elder Apostle Gabar, man, out of straight out of his mouth, man. IUIC always going off, man. And again, this is just another video, right, pointing out, how IUIC is going off, man. Right, telling the masses, right, to invest in this world, man. Right, and their little training, their little steppings, and you know what I mean, how they show up in these cities, 500-600 deep, in unison, and and so on and so forth. Invest in that type of training, right? Invest in these electronics, right? Again, they're not investing in the scriptures, man. They're not investing in or pushing investing in the scriptures, which we were told to, right? We were told to invest in the scriptures in a sense, right? Let's go to, what is that, 1 Timothy 4 and verse 13. It says, till I come, give attendance, right, to reading, to exhortation, and to doctrine. This is what we were told to invest in, man. Right? This is what we were told, to focus on. Right? Reading the scriptures, getting the proper breakdowns, man. Right? Getting built up through the Spirit. Staying in order. Right? These things are going to lead to our salvation. Whereas, again, these things that are of the world, hey, well, guess what, man? They're not going to. They're not going to lead us to salvation. They're ultimately they're going to lead us to destruction. And I'm going to bring out a couple precepts, man, and I'll keep it at that. Right? But this is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world, which again are going into these, electronics, right? Which, hey, it's not wicked to have these things, right? But if that's your sole focus, right? Investing in these things and making sure that you have the newest, most updated fucking TV or camera, right? Well, guess what, man? Then you're not focused on this truth. You're not focused on being built up through the Spirit, man. You're not focused on Yahweh Shai, man. Right? Which is where our mind is supposed to be at, right? As the scriptures say, right? I think it was Matthew, the 6th chapter, right? Where your heart is, there will your treasures be also, man. Right? Whatever you're focused on, hey, that's where you're gonna hold near and dear to you, man. We gotta be meditating constantly on the words of Yahweh Shai, Shai, man. Constantly. We need to invest our time in Yahweh Shai, these scriptures, man. Right? It says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. All that shit, man, that here we're talking about, man. That ain't Yahweh Shai, right? Which is further proof that Yahweh Shai is not dealing with IUIC, man. And this is why, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down, brothers is going in and talking about these camps, right? As we're required to, Philippians 1:7, right? Being in the defense of the gospel, right? Which I had pulled up, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing, man, right? To ultimately show those that are new, that are coming in, that, hey, IUIC is not the camp to be a part of, because the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not dwelling with them, man. You know? And you know, there could be some people who will say, oh, well, you know, GMS thinks they got it. You know, GMS thinks that they just have it all. They're prideful. You know, well, first and foremost, it's not pride, man. You know? It's not pride, right? Honestly, it's you know, beginning with the elder apostles on down, we say it all humbly, man, because first and foremost, this is of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's not of us, right? But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua had given his doctrine, right? And the one and only true doctrine, you know, to the elder apostles on down, you know? The 100% truth, the 100% understanding of the scriptures, right? In which we need to know in order to be able to get delivered. You know? We have that, man. You know? Beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down as a body, right? We have it. You know? No other camp can say that. No other camp has said that. You know? And when Yahushua was on the scene, right, as you read in Matthew the 13th chapter, hey, Yahushua gave the truth, right, the understanding unto the apostles, man. Right? Everybody else couldn't understand it. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua didn't call everybody, man. You know? Not everybody's going to have this truth. Right? There's more false prophets, as Elder Apostle Bar has said a while ago, man. There's more false prophets than there are true prophets. Right? So, of course, right, you got all these different camps, right, are part of folly, man. They push folly. Right? Sakari, man, they having strippers and all this other shit, man. You seen, I think it was the last Passover, you had Deacon Akah and you had Alazar, or Alazar, how you want to say his name, man. You know, no disrespect, man. I just, you know, sometimes I forget how to say it, but, you know, I'm pretty sure it's Alazar. You know, they were sitting in these high seats, you know, on you know, the Passover, as if they're to be worshipped, man. Right? You had Bishop Nathaniel ultimately riding in on a horse, you know. Then had pictures of him like in a magazine, right, having fire and water in his hands, as if he's able to manipulate the elements, man. You know? So these guys are really ultimately holding themselves, right, which today, right, the Passover, right, is to remember Yahushua's sacrifice, man. You know? And you know, ultimately to remember as well, right, the coming out of Egypt. You know, that's why we read it, you know, Exodus the 12th chapter, man. You know, as part of the Passover ceremony. You know, we eat the bitter herbs, right? It's not a time to, you know, to sit there and party, man. It's a solemn assembly, man. You know, but yet these guys over here doing all different types of shit on the Passover, man. You know, which is folly, right? These camps, right? Sakari, IUIC, not GOCC, which I mean, they don't have the true fever, man, you know, but what is that, Wi-Fi, you know, what is that, BOW, Believers of the Way, all these wayward camps, man, you know, they don't have the truth, man, not at all. They don't have the truth, right? Great Millstone has the truth, man, you know. But again, going back to it, right, verse 17, it says, "And the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever." That's right, man. You know, and the will of the Most High is that we are, you know, separate ourselves from this world. Not to be a part of this world, right, but to separate ourselves from this world spiritually, right? As it says in Romans chapter 12 and verse 2, it says, "And be not conformed to this world." Right, that's conversation, conduct, right? We're not to be like these people out here, man. And I was listening to another brother's video, man, that ultimately went on that, right? Beware of your conversation, man. You know, as the, you know, title of that brother's lesson, man. Beware of your conversation, right? Our conduct, how we act, right? What we say, you know, because we're not supposed to be like these niggas out here in the world, man. Right? We represent Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. IUIC does it, and this is why they act the way they do, man. This is why they're focused on the things that they focus on, you know. Because Yahweh Shem El Shai is not dealing with them, man. They're not, ambassadors, right, to Yahweh Shem El Shai. And again, I say that, with all humbleness, man, because again, this isn't of me, right? This is of Yahweh Shem El Shai. He could, Yahweh Shem El Shai forbid, he could take this truth away from me and bug me out and throw me in one of these other camps, man. But the water Yahweh Shem El Shai, we have this truth, man. This beautiful, powerful, and glorious truth, right? It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed, right? Because at one point we were in the world, right? At one point we were doing these things. Right? At one point we were focused on, getting the latest this or that or whatever it may be, man. Right? But now we looking at those things like they have no value, man, because this truth has the ultimate value. Really, it's the only thing in this world that has any value, right? It said, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Right, that's what it's about, man. Right, to serve Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, to the best of our ability, man. Right, again, these IUIC and these other camps, they going off, man. Right, the main one being IUIC, right, because they have the largest following, right. Hey, Bishop Nate and all these other, deacons and bishops and whatnot, right? They got blood on their hands, man. They got some serious blood on their hands unless they repent, right? But it's not looking like there might be, there's going to be any repentance anytime soon, man. So hey, don't be following these camps, man. Don't be following these camps. These camps ain't got the truth, man. And I'll close out with this, man. Blonde lead the blind. God, this is Matthew 15 and 14. It says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. Right, man. So, hey, these guys are blinded, man. They don't have the truth, man. They don't have the light, right, which is this truth, right, this understanding, right, according to Baruch, the 4th chapter, on the 2nd verse, right? This truth is what illuminates us, man. Right? So they don't have the truth, man. Therefore, they're blind, right? They're in darkness, man. And all those that follow after these camps, hey, they're blind as well, man. It's like a dude walking with his eyes closed. There's somebody that's following him. He's got his hands over their eyes. He's walking backwards with his eyes closed, right? To try to keep the person that he's guiding eyes closed. And he not looking where he going. So guess what? They both fall into a fucking ditch, man, with spikes in it. Dead, man. It says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch, man. So don't be following don't be following IUIC. Don't be following Sakari, right? Don't be following, what is that? ISUPK, right? Believers of the Way, Wi-Fi, right? And we following all those wayward camps, man. They don't have the truth, Follow Great Millstone, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down, man, who have the 100% understanding, 100% truth of the scriptures, man. But that's all I wanted to get on that, man. Just through the spirit, man, I feel like I need to say something, right? Again, right, be in defense of the gospel. So with that, Lord wills, edifying, Lord wills, straight to the point, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak, Wadash, double honor to the elder apostles, the other bishops of Great Millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.